Oh yeah, we had proper spacing. When I got the ball, first of all, Grayson with the incredible offensive rebound. I think I might have shot a quick three there, but I was feeling good about myself, so I pulled that one. But Grayson made a great offensive rebound, which kind of set us up. And once you get offensive rebound, they're scrambling a little bit. So we got Ubaselli on me. That's the matchup we wanted. And so I mean, he's the center, so it's not really much rim protection back there. So I just decided to drive. But to be honest, I think that book was right next to me in the wing. That cut out from the wing allowed me to get some space, so they can't help all. You know what I mean? Help me in that driving lane. So stuff that we emphasize every day is spacing. It's a good play for us.
The only other thing I had was you guys have had stretches where, Booker had the ball at the end, you had the ball at the end, so it seems like multiple guys being able to have the ball when it matters. I guess how big can that be for the group moving forward?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, like I said before, we all are guys that can play off the ball, can set screens and roll. You've seen against the Clippers. T.Y. had the ball out top, Book set the screen, roll, hit Royce for three. Brad setting screens, roll into the rim. I'm setting screen. So we all doing different things out there. So it's good when you have multiple ball handlers, guys that get in the paint, create for themselves and for others.
Before the game, Coach Bud was telling us that he feels like he needs to do a better job of getting you in your spots off the ball with different actions and whatnot. It felt like tonight was a little bit more smooth.
I think Coach is doing a great job of getting us all involved and finding out the best areas to put us all in. I think he's been doing a great job. I don't think there's anything throughout the season that's hindering me from getting shots up. Last game I was 7 for 16. I had 20 points going into the fourth quarter. And so I feel like I got a decent amount of shots up that game. The game before against the Clippers, you got it going from other guys. I think my spacing has helped the team score in. So I don't feel like Coach is doing, I think he's doing a great job of actually putting in positions to help the team win.
Kevin, because of your size and speed, you're able to create advantages against smalls, but also bigs. I'm just curious, what kind of determines whether you want to have Brad or Nurk come and set the screen for you?
It's just usually about the matchup that we wanted. Maxie, PG had some fouls early, so we knew they'd be a little bit less aggressive. They really good with their hands, good being physical defenders. So with 2 fouls early, 3 fouls in the second quarter, and then you scared that fourth one in the third. So they played a little bit looser on defense, and so we wanted to attack them, and put pressure on them to cause some help in the lane, so we can kick out and get some good shots.
Katie, you had 10 points in the final 5 minutes. How do you flip that switch and take over down the stretch?
I mean, we were struggling scoring the ball. I feel like, I can get to my spot, especially in the mirror, especially if we don't have nothing going throughout that possession. I always feel like I can get to my spot and raise up over players, so I just try to keep that in the back of my mind. And when we're struggling too, scoring the ball, when I see that, sometimes I might overdo it, but I just try to be aggressive to get something going forward. So tonight was one of the nights.
Hey, last year, you probably would have lost this game. What's the difference between this year and last year? Is it the coach, what you were talking about a few minutes ago?
No, I feel like we won a couple of those games too last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still a long season ahead of us. Who knows what happened throughout the season? So I feel like we won a couple of those last games. I feel like, we probably would have lost a few of those too. But it's a long season. We got a long ways to go. We don't want to get too complacent on where we are right now. We want to keep building. So, but I think that, we kind of understand, that we play solid ball from first through the third quarter. The fourth quarter, we just rely on what we've been doing throughout the whole game and not switch it up. I feel like a lot of times last year, injuries, different lineups, trying new things, we got away from who we are the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, we try to figure something new out. So it's tough to do in the league. So this year, I think it's a little different. In the fourth, we kind of know what we want to do.
So you have to say the signs right now are really good.
We all right. We could be better.
Kevin, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it felt like early in the game, some of the switches you were getting on Max, you felt like that flow was really there, getting you the matchups you were looking for. Can that be a flow thing for you, where it's not only just like how you're getting your shot, but like where and like the matchups you guys are looking for? Or?
It really don't even matter. Where you shouldn't even worry about me getting my shots. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get my shots. I don't need plays calling for me. I don't need my teammates to force me the ball. We just play together and random and spontaneous, the ball will find you. So I don't want you thinking about too much about where I'm getting the ball or the sets that he need to run for me. It's going to happen in the flow if we all just play together. I think that's a good thing we've been doing throughout the whole season.
To
Kevin,
your point though, you can feel that part of it, right? Like when the random and spontaneity, when that part is flowing.
Yeah, I think we have, we definitely, especially when we get a stop, we want to play a little bit more random ball, but when the game slow down, they get a score, they got some momentum, we wanted to, like I said earlier, Maxie had a couple of fouls early, and like I said, I knew he didn't want to be too aggressive, so we wanted to try to see what that matchup was looking like.
Kevin, what'd you make of the game that Yabusele had just after what he did in the Olympics too?
Yeah, I mean, happy that he's back into the league. I always love to see guys get back into where they belong. And he almost won him the game tonight with his 3-point shot, rolled into the ring. He just did everything for him tonight, and someone I competed against and I got a lot of respect for this summer. So excited he's back to the league.
Brad was really working on Tyrese and had a couple possessions on Paul as well. How have you seen him just embrace defense, not only this year, but since he got here?
Yeah, I mean, he's been phenomenal. He's extra tough when a lot of these guys he's guarding, they run pick and rolls all game. They get pinned down screens all game, so he got to run through a lot of different things. We don't switch a lot on screens to make it easier for us. Coach wants us to compete and fight over a lot of stuff, so that makes his job even tougher. And he's taking it on and doing it to the best of his ability. Maxie hit some tough shots tonight. You just got to live with it. But for the most part, I think he did a great job.
Is that a common thing for coaches these days to have you guys not switch to increase it?
You want to set a tone. We do switch sometimes too. It's just a matter of when we want to go to that game plan. But for the most part, we want to fight over stuff and just guard our man and play good team defense.
Kevin, what do you feel like has been the key to your guys' 5-game win streak right now?
Staying offensively, moving the ball. We got good proper spacing on offense. I think defensively, we covering for each other and making adjustments throughout the game. I like what we did tonight in the pick and roll with Paul George late in the game. He was kind of having his way there in the third in the pick and roll. We kind of upped the pressure a bit, and we was able to make that change on the fly as a team. And, all be on the same page, so stuff like that. We keep doing that, keep being in these positions where we late games is only gonna make us better as a group.
Kevin, over the last few days, you and Joel have kind of had this run-in with the media. I'm curious what you think over time, like, what's the difference in the relationship between the players and the media?
Well, I think the last 10 years for me and the last 10 years for Joe, the media's been having a run-in with us. So, human beings, sometimes you want to voice how you feel about certain situations. It is what it is. It's healthy, right? I mean, they can critique what we do, so we want to critique as well. We got opinions and ideas on certain things too. So, as long as the dialogue is open, as long as they can hear what we're saying, and vice versa, I don't think it's too bad.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks,
Locker room's open for tier 1. We'll also have Brad in here.